There's so many questions, so much confusion in the new Skilled Migrant Category announcement that has come on 23rd of September 2025. I'm here to clarify the questions and the doubts all of you have. I'm Vandana Rai. I'm a licensed immigration advisor, and we've got a big team supporting our clients, migrants. We are based in Auckland, here on Simon Street. We would not charge anything for initial advice. So if you have your questions, please come and ask. You can ask your questions on the video. I would say if you are thinking of applying for New Zealand residence or a pathway here in New Zealand that you're looking for, consider subscribing to our channel, because we would be doing a series of these questions just to clarify things for all of you. So here we go. First question that we are getting from a lot of our viewers: where is this policy announcement? Where can they read about it? So I would say, to clarify, that is, please go on Immigration New Zealand website and go on the announcement of the Skilled Migrant Category residence visa. The date would be 23rd of September 2025. We are aware that all the details were not out on the 23rd, and you may have seen this page when these details were not there. So please go back and have a look. You would find these details there. I am aware that this news is too good to be true, kind of a thing. So people do doubt. Please go on Immigration New Zealand website and see this. You would definitely be happy with what you read there. The second question that we get a lot is, what is this 3 times median that is written there? Do they need 3 times the median after completing the qualification? So again, I would like to clarify here is, no, 3 times median gives you 6 points. That has always been like that. Few registration gives you 6 points. That has always been there. So there has been no changes in these 2 things. What has changed is the New Zealand Masters qualification. Previously, if you did a New Zealand Masters qualification, you would get 5 points. Now, if you do a New Zealand Masters qualification, you get 6 points. So that's what is the change. You don't have to get 3 times the median wage rate if you already have a Masters in New Zealand or you have 6 points. Then we are getting a lot of you walking up to us, booking an appointment, coming to our office saying, hey, I have a New Zealand Masters, I'm working in a skilled employment, I'm here to sign up and please apply on my behalf. So I would like to clarify here another thing. We cannot apply under this new policy now, because this would be implemented from 2026 August. That's what has been announced. The intricate details will come out closer to the time when the instructions are out, but definitely this cannot be, the new policy is not applicable yet. You will have to wait. So I appreciate all those who are contacting us or walking to our office, but you may have to wait for the new policy to be implemented. August 2026 is the date. Okay, so another thing that I would like to clarify, because we do get questions in there, is what is this skilled employment? So if I get 6 points, if I do a Masters in New Zealand, I get 6 points. Can I just apply for my residence visa? What is this skilled employment, or I do need something else? So again, I would like to explain here. If you have 6 points, then you would also need a skilled employment with an accredited employer. And this has always been like this. There's no change in this space. And this is applicable even now. So what that means is, let's say you complete a New Zealand Masters qualification, you get 6 points. You would then need to get an employment with an accredited employer. And that employment should be considered as skilled employment under immigration instructions. So what is this? I cannot give too much of detail, and I'll have a next session explaining more on the skilled employment. But just to give you a brief, if you are working in a role which is an ANSCO 1, 2, and 3, so going further, the ANSCO is also being replaced by National Occupation List. So if that's considered a skilled role in either the ANSCO or the National Occupation List, and then you get paid the median wage rate, and you're working with an accredited employer, that is considered as a skilled employment. So, and after getting 6 points, you would need a skilled employment to be then able to apply for your residence visa. So that's what it is. A bit more on how the points are calculated or how the points will be calculated when this policy comes into place or what has been announced in that space. All the New Zealand qualifications have been ranked higher than overseas qualifications. So that's one good news. For example, an overseas master's gives you 5 points and that would remain the same going further, but the New Zealand masters will give 6 points. You just need 6 points to be eligible to apply. A New Zealand bachelor's, a New Zealand PG certificate, PG diploma, earlier was giving 3 and 4 points. Now all these qualifications will give you 5 points. And the overseas bachelors will give 4 points instead of 3. So let's say if somebody comes and studies a bachelor's here in New Zealand, in the previous setting or in the current setting, the person is required to work 3 years in skilled employment before they are eligible to apply for residence. However, when the things change next year, a New Zealand bachelor's, any student who's doing would only need to work in a skilled employment with a skilled work experience for 1 year, which is quite achievable. You get 3 years of post-study work visa with bachelor's and you have to work 1 year out of those 3 years in with a skilled work experience. Definitely achievable. And the best part is, of course, New Zealand masters. I see a lot of you already studying, a lot of you who are thinking of studying here in New Zealand. Things have got even better now. The last question that I would like to cover here is, we are again getting queries from a lot of students who are now studying here in New Zealand, and they're kind of worried, saying that, hey, I'm already studying, so will I be disadvantaged? Will this new policy not be for me? Will it be only for the new students? It's never happened that way, so I cannot comment on it anything for sure, but let the instructions come. But whenever they come, it's always a New Zealand masters. It doesn't say when did you start your masters. That will be discriminating, and New Zealand would never do that. So please relax, finish your masters. By the time you finish, the policy would have already been implemented, or you'll have more details, and you would have thought of working 1 year and then applying, and that your path just got shorter and you may just be eligible to apply. So I've tried to cover most of the questions that we've got, but I am aware that you may still have a lot of questions because scenarios are different, queries are different. So please do subscribe to our channel, because we would be covering more questions, but please do put in your question if you have any in this box, and we would make sure that we try and cover all your questions, so you have more clarification on the policy that has been announced for next year. Thank you.